guys, how y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, I already know Diddy the Reckoning is coming out on Netflix. We are going to go live because I have a bunch of behind the scenes info that I want to actually talk about. You know, I put my street to the air because one of the things everybody's been asking about is how did they get the footage? They have footage of Diddy saying he needed a sanitizer and to take a bath after he was up chilling with his fans, to which I'm saying, how are his fans not mad about that? Did you need sanitizer and a bath when you was having freak offs? Did you need sanitizer and a bath when you was doing what you love? Imagine that. But we'll talk about that later, because imagine Diddy being the one act like he a man of the people, going in for hugs, and then when he leaves being like, ugh, I need a bath. He didn't expect that to be shown. But there's even more. They have footage of Diddy arguing with his lawyers the day before he got locked up, talking about something, we losing. They were, right before the dummy brigade came. And hey, really quick, you guys, join me live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today so we can laugh about the Diddy documentary, how he's freaking out, and a little insider information that we have, baby. This is going to be a rough week, month, year for Diddy. All right, let's get back to the mess. I'll see y'all then. Bye. But seriously, set your reminder. Join me on live. One question. How did they get this footage? Well, baby, one, we got to watch the documentary and find out. But two, Diddy's team might have already told us they got the footage by Diddy's team being stupid and allegedly Netflix playing Diddy. Let's get into this because, baby, we love to see it. Diddy thought he was running everything. So remember a long time ago, there were rumors that, yes, 50 Cent was working on a documentary, and clearly it came to pass. But there were also rumors that Diddy was working on a documentary too, a rival documentary. And I kind of believed it a little, or just rolled my eyes to tell you the truth. Because remember, Little Rod said Diddy always had people. I did an interview for Little Rod. Please go find it on my channel. He always had people working for him, videotape him all time. And again, I was like, how did Netflix and that documentary get the footage? Well, listen to what was actually released. Now, this is coming off of The Breakfast Club. Take it with a grain of salt because honestly, The Breakfast Club don't be fact checking anything Diddy says. They just release the information, okay? But get this, all right? They said that this is an exclusive statement from Diddy's rep. Now, Diddy's rep has, I believe, been caught lying bullface. One, about the liquor, him drinking toilet wine. Two, about his prison sentence, him not facing any disciplinary action when his prison sentence was extended 3 days. Three, that he did not get in trouble for making a three-way call and asking allegedly his lawyer or family member, they changed it a bunch of times, to bring him a bunch of unmarked bills in a paper bag. Four, Diddy paying for and coordinating a feast for 1,000 inmates, which if you watch my last video, so we're at what, 4, 5 lies? Keep in mind, right? We're at about 5 lies. So his rep that's been caught in the last 10 business days and 5 major lies. Well, they made an exclusive statement to The Breakfast Club, Brown Girl Grinding, saying that exclusive statement from Diddy's rep on 50 Cent's new documentary on Netflix. Here's what they allege, okay? We've confirmed that Netflix used footage that was never authorized for release, including private moments, pre-indictment material from an unfinished project, and conversations involving legal strategy that were not intended for public viewing. Pause right there, because I am so watching that documentary. We might even have a watch party. It's on Netflix, so all y'all can watch, and then I'm gonna do a behind the scenes because I was at the trial. I talked to a lot of people, and it's gonna be fun, right? I know Diddy is sick right now, but get this: how can it be private moments when there were other people in the room? Pre-indictment material from an unfinished project, so he was working on some type of thing. But it makes me think Netflix is not stupid. and they are a billion-dollar industry. I'm pretty sure Netflix covered themselves somehow legally. But get this. Conversations involving legal strategy that were not intended for public viewing. They want so bad to say attorney-client privilege was breached. The only thing is people don't realize with attorney-client privilege, if you have people that are not part of your legal team and not privy to it, that breaks attorney-client privilege. So if you and your attorney have a conversation about your case in the middle of Wendy's during like lunch hour and people over here, that breaks attorney-client privilege. So listen to this. The footage was created for an entirely different purpose under an arrangement that was never completed, and no rights were ever transferred to Netflix. A payment dispute between outside parties does not create permission for Netflix to use unlicensed private material. None of this footage came from Mr. Combs or his team, and its inclusion raises serious questions about how it was obtained and why Netflix chose to use it. Netflix chose to use it because so you know what I think happened? We're going to get into more of, they made an exclusive statement to Lauren LaRosa of The Breakfast Club. We're going to get back into like the press release that she's putting out on her channel. I find it odd that they're using her Twitter as a thing. And I find it odd that Diddy's legal team hasn't commented. See, his PR person can lie, and say whatever they want. But the legal team, baby, they want their legal license. Let's see what the legal team says. But why did they use it? Because they could. Now, here's what I think happened. I think that Netflix paid Diddy for the use of it, and they were going to help Diddy make a, I think they were going to help Diddy make a documentary, right? And for whatever reason, they paid Diddy for the footage. And I think for whatever reason, Diddy didn't come through. And Netflix was like, well, we own this and we'll use it in another one of our documentaries. I think Diddy released the rights. In response, Diddy's team is also alleging, and this isn't his legal team, this is his PR person that I believe has been caught in 5 lies in the last 10 business days, that Netflix is only heightening the core issue by giving creative control of this production to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. 50 Cent is opening a studio in Shreveport. This might even launch him into true crime territory. Shut up. Diddy's team continues with their allegations. 50 Cent is a longtime public adversary who has mocked Mr. Combs for decades. But like 50 Cent said, he gave 2 of Diddy's kids jobs. So where's this rivalry? Posted fabricated accusations. I just remember him clowning Diddy. And publicly celebrated his legal challenges. Didn't we all? Even Mr. Jackson has admitted he was shocked that Sean ever filmed some of these moments, which underscores the footage as being exploited for entertainment rather than presented with fairness and context. We are going to look to Diddy and his team for fairness and check notes, context. Beyond the legal concerns, Mr. Combs views Netflix's decision as a personal breach of trust. You know what's so funny? Diddy don't give a damn, or at least the people that support him don't seem to give a damn about anyone. But when it comes to him, oh baby, there needs to be trust. There needs to be respect. There needs to be integrity. Diddy's the only one that can be treated like that. Mr. Combs views Netflix's decision as a personal breach of trust. So is Diddy going to try to sue Netflix for money? But the fact that Netflix did it makes me think they have him dead to rights. He has long respected Ted Sarandos, admired the legacy of Clarence Avant, and maintained a positive personal relationship with the company's leadership. Well, that was stupid because they did a Diddy on you. They just did a Diddy on you. How does it feel? For Netflix to hand his story to someone who has publicly attacked him for decades feels to Mr. Combs like an unnecessary and deeply personal affront. He expects fairness and at a minimum from people he considers colleagues. Boy, you in jail. You are not their colleagues anymore. I know you consider it, but they look at you as a little convict they used to go to a party here and there. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. This also lets you know how out and how much people think that Diddy is out for the count. That they're just like, we don't have to maintain a relationship. Run that shit. Cue, scene, lights, camera. Who he considers colleagues. Baby, you are that boy they used to hang out with that's now in prison. Keep in mind, Lauren said she was also told that Diddy had been working on his own doc with Netflix prior to its release, but backed out once he couldn't have creative control. Okay, fine. He backed out, but did you sell them the footage? And Diddy has been pressed for cash, the streets are saying. So did you sell them the footage? And if you did, that's your own problem. So Lauren said, well, she asked the same thing we all did. Thank you, Lauren. I also asked, how would this footage, never before seen, affect Diddy's appeal? Keep in mind, Diddy's team hasn't fully seen the doc either, only the footage. A Good Morning America revealed this AM. In response to this, Diddy's team said, in response to this, he said, it can't affect his appeal legally, but judges are human, and maybe they get some emotional spirit out of this and render a decision based on some of that. Yo, that is very, very funny to me. Diddy also alleged that Netflix's recent pattern of prioritizing sensational content over accuracy, as seen in the decision to rely on discredited, fabricated journals in a separate documentary. The use of unauthorized footage that here reflects reckless disregard, not journalism. Diddy would know. He is the head of putting out fake press releases that don't have a basis in reality. Diddy's publicist goes on to say, their legal team has formally notified Netflix and says they expect the company to address these issues immediately. Bark like you want it. Listen, Netflix got Diddy by a leash. They like, you better drop to your knees and bark like you want it. Bark like you want it. Yo, this is actually hilarious. Diddy, a man that has literally used so much intimidation, according to people, strong arming, violence, according to people, and court testimony, is now talking about somebody using, exploiting, tricking him, not doing this. Oh, that's right. Ain't no fun if the rabbit got the gun. Anyway, right? Listen, funny thing is, right, Diddy 50 Cent posted something saying all roads lead to Shreveport. It was an interesting response by 50 Cent. Again, I guess he's letting Diddy know that Netflix was always going to choose working with him over Diddy. And I think that he might be implying that he has a lot of future deals with Netflix. I think that's why 50 Cent is now super PR trained, super sitting there doing all this stuff, because at the end of the day, baby, he knows where the money is. He knows where the money is. Listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to you later. Also, I'm going live at, I think, around 3 p.m. Just meet me there and let's talk about everything in the documentary. But I will be live to talk about this and give everything with the behind the scenes. It's going to be really, really funny. Okay, bye.